Hey everybody, this is PJ Riley from Lancaster Archery. Got a little demonstration video we wanted to do for you today. TAC Vanes, new hot product on the market there, designed by pro archer Levi Morgan. People are buying them up and we're getting a lot of questions about fletching with these vanes and issues with contact. So we just wanted to run through a quick demonstration using a Last Chance VaneMaster Pro and a Bitzenberger jig. Two different jigs, but two of probably some of the more popular jigs that archers out there have. We just wanted to give you a quick rundown on how we do it, because if you set them up properly, you can get beautiful vane contact on every edge and you will not have any adhesion problems. We just wanted to give you a quick rundown of that. So we're going to start here with the VaneMaster Pro. You can see here I've got my jig set at a 3-degree left offset. There's a little bit of helical in there with the wires, but that's how I've got it set, so 3-degree offset for that. And what you want to do is, once you determine the degree of your offset that you want to do, is just put a vane in there like you're going to fletch it. Put a dry one in, set it, and then just look, check everything to make sure that you've got contact on all your surfaces. Even if you have to glue one first and then look at it to make sure you did everything right, that's okay. But just getting that contact, making sure all edges of the vane are on the surface of the shaft, that'll help you with a lot of the problems that you may be having. So the prep process, got these awesome wraps from TAC that we've already put on the arrow shaft. We don't do anything to the wraps, but we have our TAC primer pen that you need to use. And I've got a paper towel back here so that I can test it. I can see that I have liquid coming out, so I know that it is dispensing. And then it's real simple. It's just one swipe down the middle with the primer pen. I'm going to do 3 because that's what I'm going to fletch with. I'm not doing anything special. This isn't a case where more is better. One swipe really is all you need. So I've got all 3 of my vanes prepped there. Then I'm going to just seat it in the clamp. I know where I got it lined up. Take my glue and just get a nice thin bead down the middle. Into the channel. And now here's what may be helping me as I do it. When I put them into the Last Chance, I get my contact between the vane and the shaft. I just press it. I press the clamp and I press the shaft for a 10 count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Once I hit 10, reach in there to disengage. Take that off. I can spin it around and now you can see in there, got my Q-tips here to take off the excess. But I'll spin that around so you can see all those surfaces, everything in there. There's total contact between the vane and the shaft all over there. There's no edges, there's nothing coming up. Real simple. I spin it to my next one. I always clean off my wires in between each one. Make sure there's no glue in between the wires as well so it doesn't stick to the vane. That makes it easier when you separate it. You can see I'm reaching in there just to push on the back of the vane. Just helps it when you're separating. Sometimes with any vane, the wires can hold on, especially if you got glue in there, and it'll pull it off. So I'm just making sure that doesn't happen. Spin it around again. Again, total fletching contact. Take off my excess. I believe that this pressing may be what's helping me. With some people who are talking about having edges coming up, I think if you press this like I'm doing for 10 seconds, that may be what fixes the problem. I mean, I'm not exerting a ton of pressure, but it's not light either. I mean, I'm pressing pretty good. Just for the 10 count again. We have a fletched arrow there. There is complete vane contact everywhere. I'm someone, I like to do a tip on the end just to put a little protective bead at the very end in case it, gets inside of a target. I believe that bead just keeps the front from coming off. But you can see that took us, I don't know, maybe a minute. I was talking through it as well. But there's a perfectly fletched arrow with the tack vanes using the VaneMaster Pro. And I can tell you I did ones earlier. Here's one I did with a 4-degree helical. So even more severe, just to show you that you can get crazy with these. Perfect contact. Here's some that I had done, in November. And I mean, just these things are rock solid. They are not coming off. Great adhesion there with those. All right, now let's try this exact same thing with a Bitzenberger. Very common jig that a lot of archers use. Once again, I'm just going to take my jig and my clamp. I'm going to make sure I have everything lined up. Take a vane, put it in here, then I can adjust with my controls here to set my degree offset. I have it same thing at about a 3-degree offset, and I played with it to make sure that I had all surfaces of the vane contacting the shaft. You can do that as well. You just do a dry fit until you get it exactly where you want it. Then same process. We're just prep each one of these. Again, I check on my paper towel there. There we go. There we go. Make sure I have stuff dispensing from the pen. That's all the prep that we're doing here. Now, here is a little trick with the Bitzenberger. Is if you can see when I put my vane in there, I'm not pushing the vane all the way against the clamp edge. I've left a little bit out, and that's going to make sure that I have even contact. If you press the vane all the way in against the edge of the clamp, if that surface isn't even, I mean, you should do this with any vane. If that surface isn't even, you're going to have parts of the vane that are pulled away from the shaft. So just leave a little before you put it on the arrow. Same thing, just going to leave it on there for 10, 15 seconds, something like that. You could probably go faster, but that's how much time I leave in there just to make sure that it has a chance to stick. Pop my clamp off. Now when I spin it, you can see I have perfect fletching contact on every one of my edges. That's what I want to see. There's nothing lifting up there. And I really like this glue. It holds really solid. Same thing, I'm just going to tip them here. And there you have it. There is tack vane fletched on an arrow. Just using the tack vane process, you can see on this vane, if you can look in close, I mean, I have all surfaces are glued down there. So I've got good contact. Again, it's about a 3-degree offset using the Bitzenberger, and that will hold. That's not going to separate over time. It's just only going to get stronger. So it really is a simple process, whether using the VaneMaster Pro by Last Chance or the Bitzenberger or similar style jigs. That's really all you have to do to fletch with these tack vanes. Just play with it and make sure you got all your contacts right, and you will not have any problems. If you like this video, give us a thumbs up. If you want to see more videos like it, subscribe to our YouTube channel. Don't forget to click that bell to get notifications whenever we put out new videos. And as always, if you have any questions, you can visit us at lancasterarchery.com.